can't put a price tag on what I gained from that experience. What's good, UB2Bs? I decided to do something a little different this time. I want to steer my channel to a more, self-help, developmental, whatever kind of videos. And that's what I've been wanting to post. I've just been pushing everything off to the side. As of now, I'm not going to be doing any more mukbangs, but I just want to get straight to the point. Basically, the topic of today is, why do most people stay in their country of origin or their city or their state and don't get out of their comfort zone? They don't try new things. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that not just Americans, but people in general make, in my opinion, because there's so much in the world that you can go out and see, you can go out and feel, you can go out and smell and taste other parts of the world, other parts of the country, even outside of your own town or city. There's so much more to the earth. And I guess I can use my own perspective to this point, basically being just within the past 7-8 months or so, given it I'm fortunate being able to travel as of late, and I know a lot of people don't have access to a lot of these travel funds, or there's a lot of things that might prevent someone from traveling and just trying new things. But with whatever you got, you should really try to give it a shot, give it a chance, because I went to Europe for the first time. That was back in October, and I went to Paris and Rome, and it changed my life, basically in the perspective of, like, the foods that we eat here in America are just totally different. Like, my girlfriend is able to eat dairy and all these kind of things, just fresh foods and whole foods. You're able to just devour these kind of foods. But here in America, in our own country, we have to go to places like Whole Foods or Erewhon or whatever, or just your local grocery store. It's just going to be a premium for that specific product, with no GMOs, with no antibiotics. And I was just eating so much fast food and just like being so American, which is not really necessarily a bad thing, but just going over there kind of cleared up my nutrition habits. Going over there, seeing the country's rich with history and just rich with just like walking on cobblestones and seeing the architecture and hearing the people speak and the language spoken and all that kind of stuff really resonates with me. And like I said, this is just my first time over in Europe. And even if I can speak on my recent New York trip, just taking the money that I have saved up to just go over to New York City for personal growth is something that I can't put a price tag on. It doesn't matter if you don't want to go, broke. You don't want to go bankrupt on these experiences. But in my opinion, going over there and just like seeing, trying new things and trying it out, I can't put a price tag on what I gained from that experience. And lately, my whole vibe has just been experiences, learning as I go, hearing languages spoken. All these things just add to my repertoire of who I am as a person, how I want to be, and how I want to continue to grow. And if I like backtrack that, take it back to me before I, step foot in another country, or I'm not saying that I've never been to another country before going to Europe previously, but I'm just saying for some reason Europe spoke to me the most, as far as, I guess, like a wake-up call or waking me up a little bit. But I highly encourage all of you to, whether you've been thinking about trying to do something or go somewhere, don't think about the dollar amount. Don't think about just the dollar amount, I want to say. I mean, I know we all have our own financial setbacks and things like that, but like, just spending that money you're gonna appreciate that. Let's say it costs $3,000 to go to Paris for a week or two. That $3,000 seems like a lot, and even myself, I don't want. I'm very cheap. I don't want to spend money. But thinking about that $3,000 and not spending that $3,000 will do much more harm to me than if I were to just spend that $3,000. I go over there, I have this amazing experience. I'm eating croissants and steak frites and creme brulees and all this good stuff that I was introduced to. I mean, I've had this stuff here in America, but I want the real thing. You know what I'm saying? But going over there and doing these experiences, I'm able to, it's hard to put into words. It's just like, I can't put a dollar amount on my experience that I now bring back, and that money that I was having anxiety about spending because I don't want to spend such a crazy or large amount of money in one, just you purchase now, and now that $3,000, $4,000, whatever dollars is gone. I don't even think about that $3,000, $4,000 anymore. Things like that just kind of go. It's like money is just a thing, you know. And I don't want to continue to live my life like trapping myself with things like buying a $800 ticket. It's like, oh, it's too much. But it's like what I can gather from that trip, from this experience, is so much farther than me continuing to do the same thing in my space, in my town, in my whatever. And I just want to encourage all of you to learn as much as you can while you're still here on this earth, because our time is very limited. You never know. So you just want to keep on learning new cultures, try to speak different languages, try to open yourself up and don't close yourself off like most of us do. I think it's mostly an American thing to just like stick to America and not want to see Canada or Mexico, or just go to popular vacation spots that everybody goes to here domestically and stuff. But I highly encourage that you won't regret it, and later on in life you will really appreciate and cherish these moments, not thinking whether you laying there on your deathbed. You're not going to be thinking about $4,000 or $2,500 to just take that trip that you always wanted to do. I highly doubt that it'll be that. You will just trust me on this one. I will be posting videos every week now similar to this. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.